What's up, BoobTube? Today we're going to attempt to paint the car. So I've got plastic up and most of this taped off. I've got a few more other things to tape, and then I'll be ready to push it into the booth and at least get a few coats of paint on it. But yeah, like I've got to tape off the tail light and a couple spots on that, and I think I'm going to take the VIN plates off, VIN stickers off, and the door jambs, and then be ready to push this bad boy in. So I'm going to go ahead and get it set up and get ready for some sort of painting time lapse here in a second. Alright, it's another day and the car is painted. I actually didn't film any of the painting because I didn't want to get stuff on my phone since I don't have a camera currently. But at least we can take a look at the finished product. So this is a single stage paint. I'm not planning on putting a clear on it. I don't think there's any thin spots from what I've seen so far. It is definitely yellow, that is for sure. There was one spot over here that I was a little worried about. Yeah, it looks a little thin through here, but I'm not too worried about it. And then I messed a little bit on the bottom of the mirror, but that's all right. So I'm gonna get the camera set up, and I'm gonna push this out of the way. You can see my filter worked. Push this back forward so that I can kind of get set up to paint everything else in here, and then also remove the tape and see how everything looks with the white and yellow. So let me get set up and we'll get started. All right, so you saw me removing everything off of it. I haven't pulled the tape off the A-pillar windows yet, but for it being something that first time I've ever painted anything, and probably one of the only times that I'll ever paint anything since this was so damn time consuming. Yeah, it everywhere that I wanted yellow to get, yellow is present. I wanted to chase this down through here so there was a nice line to distinguish between, so when you're looking behind the fender you don't see it. And yeah, you can see that the trunk is still just as disgusting as last time because I didn't want to clean it out and paint it, but I am thoroughly impressed. And the door, even with all the dents and everything in it, it came out better than I could have expected. I mean, I do plan on getting doored at some point, so I didn't want the door to be perfect. I just wanted it to be somewhat better than it was, and clearly that's how it is. So, all in on this paint job, I think that quart of paint that I've got, the bitchin' yellow, it was like 20 or 25 bucks. And then I've got, I think, $30 or $40 in the guns, which granted the guns don't spray very good. I don't know if I didn't mix the paint thin enough or whatnot. I'm gonna mix it thinner when I paint the bumper and the fenders and the hood and the top and the trunk. I'll mix it thinner because one of my later batches that I made, I put more acetone in it than I wanted to, and it ended up spraying better. But that's the color that I want it to be because I want it to scream at people, because it's going to be small and fast and I want people to be able to see it. So but yeah, it turned out much better than I thought it would. Looking at the, now it definitely looks gray instead of white against the yellow. Even though this is almost a white, but looking at it against the yellow, you can tell that it is definitely got gray in it. And you can see where I oversprayed a little bit here because of the line, and really on that side, but both of these spots will be covered up by the windshield so you won't see it, and also the hood. So I'm really excited about this. I actually cannot believe it turned out as well as it did. There's only a few spots on it that are really smooth like it should be, like right here, but it's got, for it being a race car, it's definitely a 5 to 10 foot paint job. Well, on a racetrack, you're never going to be closer than 20 or 30 feet from it, so you won't know that it's a 10 or 15 foot paint job. But anyways, guys, if this is the end of the video, like, subscribe, tell me what you think. If not, there will be more of me probably painting the rest of the bits. But if not, until next time, guys, happy brapping.